Welcome to Movie Story Short. Here we summarize movies in just a few minutes, giving you a quick and exciting breakdown of all the key moments. Today we'll dive into The Nun II, the chilling sequel to the 2018 horror film The Nun and part of the Conjuring universe. The Nun II begins in 1956, a few years after the terrifying events of the first movie. Sister Irene, Thaisa Farmiga, who had survived a gruesome encounter with the demon Valak, is now trying to recover from the traumatic experiences. The film opens with a series of strange and mysterious deaths that appear to be connected to an ancient evil. The authorities have no idea what is causing the deaths, but Sister Irene immediately recognizes the signs of Valak's influence. Sister Irene is called upon by the church to investigate these deaths, which seem to have a connection to a French abbey. The deaths are mysterious and horrific, suggesting the return of the demon she once confronted. Irene is not alone in this investigation. She is accompanied by Sister Deborah Storm Reed, a young nun eager to help, but also nervous about the dangers that await them. As they travel to France, the tension builds, and it becomes clear that Valak's influence is growing stronger, threatening to unleash havoc on the world. Upon arriving at the abbey, the two nuns find the atmosphere heavy with dread. The abbey, located in a remote part of France, is isolated from the rest of the world. The nuns are welcomed by the caretaker, but it is immediately clear that there is something off about the place. The abbey's walls seem to whisper with the echoes of the past, and there is a chilling sense of foreboding hanging over the place. The further the nuns investigate, the more they realize that this is not just a simple mystery. They are facing a much darker and more dangerous force. The deeper they dig into the abbey's history, the more the nuns learn about Valak's connection to the building. It turns out that the demon was once bound within the abbey by an ancient relic. This relic, however, has been disturbed, allowing Valak to regain power. As the nuns uncover the relic's history, they discover that it has the power to either contain or release the demon depending on how it is used. If Valak is freed, there will be no stopping its wrath. As the horror begins to unfold, the nuns experience disturbing visions and encounter supernatural forces that test their faith and strength. One of the most terrifying aspects of Valak's power is its ability to manipulate the environment and attack the minds of those who encounter it. The abbey becomes a labyrinth of fear, with each room and hallway hiding new dangers. The nuns start to question their sanity as they are confronted by terrifying apparitions and violent supernatural occurrences. During their investigation, Sister Deborah begins to feel the weight of fear. She struggles to maintain her composure, wondering if she is strong enough to face the evil that is threatening them. However, Sister Irene remains steadfast in her belief that they must destroy the demon before it can escape the abbey and wreak havoc on the world. As the tension rises, the nuns are pushed to their limits, both mentally and physically. Meanwhile, the film reveals more about Valak's nature. It is not just a malevolent spirit, but a force of pure evil that feeds on fear. Valak is shown as a terrifying, monstrous figure, taking on the form of a nun with a twisted, demonic face. It taunts the nuns, using their fears and doubts against them. The film portrays Valak's power as relentless, its presence felt in every corner of the abbey. The nuns are constantly under siege, both by the supernatural forces and by their own growing fear. In one pivotal moment, Sister Irene discovers that the relic can be used to banish the demon, but it requires great sacrifice. The nuns must perform a ritual to destroy the demon's influence, but this ritual is dangerous and could lead to their deaths. The stakes are high, and the pressure is immense. Irene and Deborah must decide whether they are willing to risk their lives to stop Valak from escaping and continuing its reign of terror. As the film builds toward its climax, the nuns prepare for a final confrontation with Valak. The demon, fully manifested in its horrifying form, engages them in a battle for their souls. The abbey becomes a battleground, with the nuns fighting not only for their survival, but for the fate of the world. The final confrontation is intense and terrifying, with supernatural forces clashing in a violent and disturbing battle. The tension reaches a breaking point, and it becomes clear that only one side can emerge victorious. Sister Irene's faith is tested to the limit as she faces Valak head-on. The demon uses every trick in its arsenal to break her spirit, but Irene's determination and belief in her mission keep her going. The ritual to destroy the demon is performed, but it is not without consequence. The abbey begins to collapse as the power of the ritual disrupts the balance between the spiritual and physical worlds. The nuns race against time to escape the collapsing abbey, while Valak's power continues to lash out at them. In the final moments of the film, Sister Irene manages to destroy the relic, banishing Valak back to the depths of hell. The demon is seemingly defeated, but the ending leaves room for doubt. As the nuns escape the ruins of the abbey, it is unclear whether Valak is truly gone or if it will return to terrorize them once again. The film ends on a haunting note with the possibility that evil never truly disappears, but only waits for the right moment to return. And here we end the movie. Thanks for watching our summary. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share if you enjoyed.